Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. And believe me, you gotta work hard. You gotta do what it takes. You gotta follow through. Ultimate goal today, get a tablet and pen. Why? Because you gotta write it down to get it here. You can't videotape. You can't take pictures. It's against the law. But the problem is today is May 12, 2021. Blackjack year. Now, write down December 31st. If you start today between the end of the year, I will guarantee you $1 million corporation or $1 million of credit. Which would you like? You see, the bottom line is going to be up to you to follow through. But if you allow me, I like to do most of the work for you anyway. Because the problem is, most of you are procrastinators. You actually kill your own dreams. Sorry. Because if you didn't get to $1 million, like I did at 14 and a half, what have you been doing? Last year, year before that too? All right, give me a break. We don't control time, neither one of us. But you know what we do? We control what we do at the time we're given. You got a choice today. Now, let's talk about my life. All right, how I brought in $1 million at 14, 100,000 at 9.5, and 2.6 billion at 26. I reached all my goals too. There's my yacht. Where's yours? Everything I touched turned to gold since I was 4. Simple to do. I learned how to read at 2.5 years old, and I studied everything I could. I still do that every day. But you know what? I got to die the next day. Well, that kind of sucks. You see, what happened is pretty simple. All right, I got swine flu pneumonia from the yacht the night before. Someone killed me. I brought to watch the fireworks on my corporate yacht. I got to hear the doctor say he's not going to make it. He's going to die. I heard my wife cry and scream her head off too. Then I heard my tax attorney trick her to sign a POA. This sucker stole my life that day. Oh, well, can I say? I ended up with H1N1 pandemic number 9. Now we're in 19, and they're even talking about what the next one is. You see, the next one's coming in 2026. You better be ready this time. So guess what I got to do after that coma? I got to go to the other side because I died at 5:41. But God gave me a choice since I heard my wife scream her head off. Stay in peace or go back. Well, what do you think I said? That's why I'm still helping people like you every day. But the bottom line is I'm going to challenge every one of you because you didn't do it already. The only problem is you're in your own way. I studied to get another PhD. Become a pastor, by the way, too. So if you want me to marry in California, let me know. I'm licensed. But I'm still a sinner, probably like you. So when I was born in that taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital, the little girl came from a billionaire family, and she wanted a girl, but I'm a boy. She gave me a girl's name, and hell, she gave me and raised my middle name. I got to be raised in Torrance, Watts, Hawthorne, and Carson, and Long Beach with a freaking girl's name. Doesn't that suck? You had to learn to kick ass or run. I didn't like to run. So the bottom line is today, guess what I got to do? I got to move 24 times. I'm 11 and a half years old. You see, she threw me away actually in the trash can that day. Oh, well, what can I say? What can I do? Can you write down getting past go? Write it down. The problem is you're stuck. All right, if you weren't stuck, you wouldn't be listening to me. You'd probably go listen to someone else's blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm sorry, you heard he did that too. He didn't do any good, did it? See, here's the thing. I got to be with Mrs. Hope from the age of 3 to 10 years old. She got her weekly, monthly checks. But she was a she-devil from hell. She dropped me off Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30, start at the age of 3. She always said, I'll be here at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. If you're not there, I'm going to leave you there to die. All right, that kind of sucked. You know, I didn't like stealing and begging off the pier. I thought it sucked. Now listen carefully. I learned to read at 2.5 years old. I get to write with both hands at the same time and talk too. I got total recall on most things. I usually have 10 books in front of me in my office, and I'm having fun studying everything I need to. See, I created the blueprint to go get it. So remember one thing. I want you to understand something today. It's pretty simple. I got my first Lamborghini at 14 and a half. What did you get? I got my Lamborghinis. I got my collection too. I got my Duffys. I got my 6 mansions. Oh, by the way, I'm the guy that broke the world record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981. I wanted to prove white men do jump, and only stupid people say we don't. Then I parked my race boat in my backyard. Where you park yours again? Helicopter, yacht. Don't forget about the Ferraris as well. My question to all of you flat out is, why the hell didn't you go get this? I don't get it. I only had God and me. And I created a blueprint that actually works for 17 million people. They got millionaire corporations, 16 billionaires too. You want to be next? Then write down Ray's rules. Follow through. Now they even call me the godfather of credit, by the way. Credit rebuilding, what we're going to talk about in the beginning. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarbrough years ago, security chief at TRW, and Asperian, by the way. And guess what? Today, let me train you just a little bit. And you write down Credit Services Act, please. Google it later today. It'll take you to the Federal Trade Commission. It'll say credit repair is a scam, not collect money up front. Scott just got off of a phone with a guy that's been ripped off by creditrepair.com. Lexington Law, same company, then Blue Credit, Yellow Credit, and all the BS too. All right, feel sorry for the guy, but the reality is, I mean, who the hell spends $99 a month for 2 years? It makes no sense. So let's do this. When the Federal Trade Commission tells you that the Credit Repair Organization Act 2, it says flat out, credit repair doesn't work. Attorneys can't do that too. You see, you can't do credit repair. Your credit's not broken. You screwed it up, flat out. But I've been popping credit every day. I've been having fun doing millions of dollars. Would you like to be next? See, we can build a relationship in the dream if you like. But again, that's up to you. The information I just provided you from the Federal Trade Commission. You see, me, you're stuck. All I know is that every seminar, workshop, and boot camp for 43 years, you're stuck with me. I don't pass the buck. All right? So the blah, 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 no, I don't got that today. I'll give you rules and tools. There's 1,000 rules and steps to equal $1 million company, period. You can't even screw it up as long as you follow through. So I'm not methodical. I make sure I do it the right way. Now, if you let me do it for you, I'll do it right away. Now, today I'm going to give you 25 of the first steps. You ready to play? You ready to pay attention today? First 25 steps will be given to you to $1 million. But again, if you don't follow through like you didn't last year and the year before too, oh well, that's on you. Go to raisecredit.com today. Clickety-clack, get your credit reports. That's your first step. They're free. Give me the report numbers so I can add them to my system today. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. When I was a little boy being used and abused physically and mentally, it kind of sucked. What am I going to do? Feel sorry for myself? No. Because guess what? I needed to eat. The only time you can feel sorry for yourself is a minute or less. Period. So I want you to write down the word why and circle it 10 times. I want you to ask yourself why. Why you haven't got to the million to billion. Now, pull out your Social Security card. Now. Pull it out. I want you to read the damn card today. You got an SSN. Why? But you got your SSN. And guess what you did? You put it on a credit application too. Well, oh goody, there's step number 2. Guess what it says on that card? Do not laminate. Don't use it for ID purposes. Well, you blew that. You started your credit report too, and then you allowed the creditors to use and abuse you too. Look at the card right in front of you. I dare you to. It says Property Resource Administration, not you. Hell, it's not even your card. Congratulations about that too. Now, the creditors use it and abuse you because you allow them to do that. Stop that, please. Ultimate goal, give me the report numbers today. I'll put them in my system, and the reality is your credit score will go up, and away in about 90 working days. Anybody who pays $99 a month for 2 years is kind of dumb. What can I say? I know none of you would do that. That'd be kind of stupid to do. Step number 3, by the way. Now, I'm the guy that invented rapid scoring years ago with Ken Yarbrough and Harold Stokes for your mortgage companies. But I came up with a system about 5 years ago called Rapid Refresh. What does it do? It guarantees 40 to 200 points. Now, I took a picture of Credit Karma because it's free. By the way, there's no phone number to help you anyway. And basically, it's simple, very simple to do. Credit Karma is part of TransUnion, by the way. They kind of lied and got indicted too. Damn. But you know what it says on their dashboard? 33%. That's wrong. I think they're trying to trick you to go clickety-clack too. Anything at 29% is in the green. Anything in the 30% is in the yellow. Anything above that's in the red. You see, she had a 500 score. I got her 157 points in 45 days. You want me to do that for you? Let me know, because I'll guarantee it too. Bad credit should never hold you back. You allowed it to hold you back because you didn't know how to play the game. Sorry, you've been probably listening to friends and family and all the blah, blah, blah. All I know is the truth. There are 2 ways to dispute process of verification validation. Creditors and credit bureaus. You might have to negotiate a thing or two. Legal action method. I wrote that rule. It's kind of fun. When I sued Chase Bank, the president, I made his butt go to Santa Ana court. I kicked his assets too. Then he had to hand me $5,000 that day. That was kind of fun. Here's what's going to happen. If you want your credit rebuilt in 90 working days, for up and away, it costs you $499. That's it. Done. All right? You see, it's not hard to do. But here's the thing. Now, if you really screwed it up, it might take me another month or two, but I won't let you down. But here's the thing. On Saturday, I have 8 classes that are live because I don't like pre-recorded crap. I want you in my class at 1 o'clock. It's called Education and Analyzation 2. So today, I want you to Zelle $499 right away. Why? Because I give you a money-back guarantee. By the way, the Zelle is my personal name, Ray Reynolds, at rayscredit.com. I gotta guarantee it because my name's on it too. Then what you do, listen carefully, you email me personally at products@rayscredit.com. I need your name, address, and phone number so I can call you right away. Ultimate goal, you get to learn to play with me. I like that. You see, I haven't had a paycheck for 22 years. As my wife said, this is my hobby. Oh, well, she's probably right and true. Now you, because you didn't listen, didn't know the rules and tools, by the way, you added yourself to the national mailing list. Congratulations for that, too. That's why you get all the junk mail, and on top of that, you get all the robocalls every day. Why don't you call the phone number right away? It's pretty simple. You call 888-567-8688. You opt out for 5 years. Get rid of the damn mailing list. By the way, that's step number 4. Now, what are we going to do? I want you to understand the truth. You allowed someone to knock you down, get in your way, and take it away from you, too. Usually friends and family, by the way. Now, I need you to write down safety credit. You got an SSN, you got some credit cards, you thought it was free money. Then you jacked it up, you dropped your score, you got stuck, hell, you couldn't get any more. This is $100,000 of credit right here. $50,000 a piece. So what do we get to do? Listen carefully. Listen very carefully. All right, here's the $100,000 of personal credit. Problem is, if you jack it up and screw it up. Sorry to say, it's probably true. Here's what I want you to do. Every credit card you got in your personal wallet today, I expect to see a sticky on that card. When we go back to live webinars and workshops and boot camps too, if you're in the room, I ask you to look at your card, I don't see a sticky, believe me, I ask you to leave. I expect you to write down the limit, 25, 29%. The moment you jacked up a card past 29%, plop. Hell, you dropped your score, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more. It's just the truth. I don't know where the heck you've been, but I've been doing this for 43 years, having fun. So you got a choice today, safety credit. Now write down line of defense. Write down line of defense. You're going to go through your city today, you see grocery stores and banks that shut down locations, they bankrupt locations. They got open ones open today too. See, they're playing the game, but not you. You like bringing the pain home, don't you? That doesn't happen anymore. We're going to do what I tell you to do, please. Put a sticky behind that card today. Don't you ever bring that damn pain home again. You met me. We're going to have fun to play. That's step number 5. Now, your credit score is like the wave in the ocean. You make it going up and down all the time. Stop it. You make 25 to 29%, it flatlines, and you get an 820 score, and you stay there, and you go, wee, leave it alone. You've been using the wrong money in the first place, by the way. Most people, when they lose their job and got an emergency, what do? Probably what every one of you did. You ran out of time, you ran out of money, and you jacked up your credit in 42 days. Is that true? Sorry to say. Now write down what the following things I'm going to say. I'd like to repackage you. Write down house, car, bank account. I'd like to change your life because it'd be kind of fun. And add you to my collection for the next $1 million dream, if you want me to. So when I built $1 million for my cat, I wanted to prove my stunt would work. Guess what? Cats have 9 lives. I got it written in a big magazine too. And the bottom line is they came out after that article and they said use plastic to finance your business. But here's our problem. Personal credit, I can't write off the credit card interest rate. And I can't jack it up because it hurts my score and brings the pain home. Every one of you brought the pain home. Why? Why? Corporate credit, you can write off the interest rate, the credit card, line of credit, and finance that same business today, and you don't have to be a Doug. By the way, it's pretty simple. Cats have 9 lives from now on, so will you. I'll teach you how to play. Remember, when I was a little boy, the grown-ups kept saying, money for a rainy day. All that was is blah, blah, blah. I thought they were all dumb anyway. Let's think about this today. Let's pretend you need $5,000. You need it now, now, now. You got an emergency, but you backed yourself in a corner. And nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Bottom line, they're going to ask you, and you're going to ask your friends and family in the bank. You're going to ask for a loan, and they're going to tell you no. Congratulations, you backed yourself in a corner. Why don't you have a 5,000 card like I have in my hand, or the one on the screen? Do you know $5,000 I had to use it today to save my assets too? The payment's $50 a month. You could have the worst credit in the world, and I'll bet you waste $50 every other day. They also say you waste $140 a week. Is that true? Understand, that's $600 a month. If I even maxed out one of these cards today, the payment's $612.26. So I would have got 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-thru. Stop wasting money. Don't you bring that pain home again, because you never had to in the first place. Step number 6. I made it simple. You follow those steps, and I'll build it for you. You can't screw this up no matter what you say or do. You get to have fun, and I get to have fun with you. So we're going to have some fun, because guess what we got to do? Why would you want to be stressed out? That would kind of suck too. So what do we get to do? Pretty simple. Now here's what I want you to think about today. Alright, I want you to reach all your goals. I reached all my goals by the time I was 26. How am I doing so far? But that was only 2.6 billion under corporate structure. You know, I believe in God and I believe in me. When I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981, I wanted to prove white men do jump. But stupid people say we don't. So remember, people around you say you can't do this or that too. Remember this, please. God gave you a gift and a dream. Why don't you see it, believe, and go get it? Now, let me explain about your SSN some more. You got it to start the 1040 tax return. You don't get it. An SSN makes you in the first year to file a 1040 tax return. You started the tax so they can track you the rest of your life till you're dead, and then you get stuck in probate too, usually. By the way, that's just the IRS public record for you. Ultimate goal, you got a card, you got some credit, what did you do? You got your spare and Transit and Equifax, but you jacked up the suckers. You dropped the score, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more. How true is that about you? You don't get it. Put the sticky on that card. What I teach and preach about every day, you can't learn it anywhere else. God only made one of me. It's about time you pay attention today. You know what? We're the SSN. You know the other reason too? Because we're the collateral for the United States of America Incorporated, by the way. Especially ever since Nixon took the gold standard out. How many trillions we have to be in debt? Let's print some more damn money. We can't do it, but they get to do it every day. Write down and raise rules one more time. I want you to write down 100,000 of credit this time. Listen carefully. You're a grown-up. You're an intelligent person too. But the problem is, if you don't have 100,000 of credit and use 29% and the rest for safety, you're going to back your assets in a corner again. $71,000 of credit. Case blanket the fan, lost your job, or there's a pandemic. They're even talking about the next one starting today. You better damn well pay attention, because that would have gave you 2 years to feed your family. But when you take the money and credit from the family and roll the dice, go, wee, honey, let's hurt the family some more. Stop it. I didn't have a mommy and a daddy like most of you did. I had to eat out of a friggin' trash can and steal off the damn pier. I had to study every damn book I could get my hands on. I used to have 10 at a time. Why? Because I don't believe all the dummies around me every day. You got to learn how to play. All right, the only one you can count on is God and you. It's about time you step up to the plate and learn to win. Write down and raise rules again and again. That's step number 7, by the way. Now, I've been in 2 comas in my life so far. First one, 5.5 years old. From there, the last one, 2009. Look at me, I got to die. That's what I look like when I'm dead. 5:41, I died at the July 5th after taking out the yachts. Someone had H1N1, pandemic number 9. Now we got 19, and now they get a number 26 coming along too. I wonder about you. See, I want you to help me change the world before I die again. Now, there's my yacht, there's my race boat, there's my U-Dock, there's my address too. Where's yours? Mine was in my backyard. See, you got a choice to listen and learn, and I'm probably the most verified person you can find on the planet today. I got no BS to give you. but I'll get you to million to billion. After that coma, I walked around with an oxygen tank for 5 weeks. I put my score back to an 820. Then I popped the $1 million card again. I don't stay down like you. I have 5 closet divisions. Can you write that down, please? I want you to have a backup of a backup for a backup, too. Now, when I was being used and abused as a kid, it kind of sucked. I was 2.5 years old, looking in the mirror, crying my eyes out. What am I going to do? Woo-hoo. Nobody gave a damn about me. I've been waking up at 2:25 every day ever since that day. I don't sleep in. Why would I do that? That makes no sense at all. You see, I dropped to my knees today. I said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I went and looked in the mirror for 2 minutes. I want you to try this. It's called the raised mirror test. I want you to put yourself in check. You have never done this. Look in the mirror, stare at yourself for 2 minutes, then ask yourself 2 questions. Have I completed everything I need to? No. Is there more to be done? Yes. But what you usually do, you got an idea and a dream, you try to explain to your friends and family, say you get to their encouragement, instead they interrupt you, go, do it this way or that way too. You ever realize the people around you aren't really encouraging you? Do yourself a favor for 90 days. Shut up. Shh. Let me rebuild you. Don't cloud your direction, by the way. By the way, that's called step number 8. Ultimate goal. God's delays are not God's denials. Ultimate goal is up to you, too. Let's go get the money. Is that okay with you? See, here's the thing about me. I didn't like stealing or begging off the pier. I didn't like eating in a trash can. So knowing how to basically solve my problem, using the brain that God gave me, I get to feed my family, I get to pay my bills, I get to help you. By the way, today we're getting older, slower, we're not as pretty as we used to be. Go back to the job you hate, it's okay. You know they're going to fire you eventually, your time is limited too. Then you're going to go deliver some pizza. Alright, is that your American dream? See, let's understand. Being used and abused as a kid sucks. There was a boy named John who used to terrorize the hell out of me. The grown-ups thought it was funny. They even called me a piece of shit many times too. See, I wrote down for myself I'm important. Then I wrote down I'll become a corporate millionaire. When I did that, they all had to come work for me, and it really pissed them off too. I'll drive the company car. I will show the world who I am too. You got to write some things to encourage you all through the day. Because there's always somebody in a turd trying to knock you down too. Step number 9. Now, I want you to think about this. I've been saying it since I was about 4.5. See it, believe it, go get it. I see what I want, I believe it, I ask my prayers, God answers the door, and I go get it. I go walk through the door. Why is it everything I touch turns to gold and you, it doesn't? Maybe you got to play the game and learn the rules and tools too. Let's look at Sam's Club here. 2 years before the pandemic, they shut down 63 locations just in California. They bankrupt the locations like the grocery store and the bank do too. But they have open ones too. They're playing the game, but not you. You like bringing the pain home, don't ya? I don't get it. Why didn't you do this before or after high school? It's called a branch number and a tax ID. Google the word bankruptcy today. Write it down, Google. I want you to write down bankruptcy. I want you to look at the damn form. I don't want anything to screw up, but I'm tired of watching people bring the damn pain home for the stupidity. You see, lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man or woman. You're not stupid. You just learn how to play the damn game. You look at that bankruptcy form today online on Google, it says SSN. We only got one. We're only allowed one. We're a bunch of ducks. We might as well walk through the day going quack, quack, quack. But then it says SS4. Oh my goodness, corporation, division, subsidiaries, and more? Hey, sign me up, I want to do that too. You see, aren't you tired of bringing the damn pain home? That's called step number 10. I don't want to screw up anything, but I'm not bringing the damn pain home. Because I look at the SSN, start at 1040, 1040. SS4, it's 1120. What's it say in line 10 right in front of you? Banking and credit purposes. I get to build you millions and millions of dollars of credit. You get to write up the card interest rate, the line of credit, and finance the business out of its own damn money. Well, by the way, IRS public record, but I'll give you the rules and tools how to play. SSN, SS4. You lock me in a duck, then you go around the day, go quack, quack, quack some more. That's up to you. Could you imagine you can really place yourself as a corporation, like doctors, lawyers, CPAs do, or a division? I want to rebuild you the right way. Is that okay? Let me do it for you too. By the way, I was 7.5 years old and I heard the poker game. They said a corporation's a legal person. Can you write that down, please? See, I heard my way out of hell. I'm looking for a blueprint. I'm looking for an instruction manual. I'm looking how to figure it out, too. You've been looking all your life. Congratulations. That's why you're still watching me. Bottom line, you probably wasted thousands on crap, too. I rode my bicycle the next day to the Torrance Police Department because there was a library next door. I walked in and said, "Ma'am, can you help me, please?" She said, "Here's Mike Face's book." I read the damn book. Then I got pissed off. All it said is a corporation's a legal person. Big deal. You see, you got to learn to connect the dots. I went back to that library almost every day till I was 9.5 years old. Then I set up a little money order. I mailed it away. I got a corporation back and I got $100,000 in the mail. Check it out. It's called Helping Hand Industries. Look it up online. You see, what I tell you is 100% verifiable today. Some of you, hell, you got a corporation before you met me. Well, goody for you. 9 out of 10 people don't do a damn thing. They sit there going, bleep, 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 bleep. That's all, folks. You see, unless you give it a blueprint, you give it life, you're sitting there going, bleep, I don't get it. Now, if you're going to get the American dream truly, someone's going to ask you a question. Are you a member of the Better Business Bureau, the BBB? By the way, I sued them in '79 and proved they were fraud back then, too, but that was just me. But you know CNN 2022? And guess what, in California? All right, in Los Angeles, the court said, get your ass out of my city. You're a fraud since day one. By the way, they got indicted in 2013, too. But again, I'm not just saying, I'm just repeating the truth between 2020 and CNN. So you got to make a decision if you want to pay a rip-off company that's basically cities are shutting them down left and right, too. Guess what? Winning the game of business? I wrote that 43 years ago, too. You ready to play? Now, here's the blueprint. Listen carefully. I wanted to have the blueprint how I brought in the first million to billion. Here's the 12 books and CDs. It's very simple. You can't screw it up. No matter if you do, you just follow the steps. Ultimate goal, the office sells it for $1,000. I give it away half price of $4.99. See, I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. There was a line around the hotel to get hold of me. So guess what? I was the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles, too. Like I said, I'm the most verified person on the planet today. If you truly want the blueprint, 12 books and CDs, you do it during a webinar and I give you half price. It is $499. Now, if you get into one of our corporate packages, it's free. Ultimate goal, if you just want the books and CDs for $4.99, you zell. Right there's my name. You email me at products@raisecredit.com. Give me your name, address, and phone number too, so I call you right away and we ship it today. Ultimate goal is up to you. By the way, I was the incorporator for Rich and Famous People for years. I got 2019 of those too for Mr. Clinton. You heard of him before, right? Fishborn and him and his mama. How about basically Kurt Cobain, all right, Michael, Costner, Arnold, all right, Superman from Gold's Gym too. All right, Giovanni from Pixar, by the way. See, you got a choice to learn how to play. Now, from my neck of the woods, people come out of prison, I want to help them too. This is Freeway Ricky Ross after 20 years in federal prison. I basically put his credit back on track. I got him a gold and a platinum card too. Look at the grin on his face. See, you got to beat your doubt. You got to run your own race too. And you got to quit wasting money, thousands of dollars of crap doesn't work. Me, I'll give you step number 11. I'm going to hold your hand personally. I'm not going to show you something I didn't obtain myself. I had to get you past go. God's gift is pretty simple. My mansion, I park my raised boat and my yacht in my backyard. Where you park yours again? Helicopter, Lamborghini building too? Now on that piece of paper and pen right now in front of you, write down, remove, change your driver's license to a P.O. box or mailing address. Hey, you wrote a check the other day, you gave your address where you live, and they robbed your house the next day. Everyone's going crazy. Did you not know that too? It's time to protect your ass. It's Ray's rules, never bring the pain home again. P.O. box are basically a mailbox. You get to use the Driver's Protection Act too. Ultimate goal, that is basically step number 12. From here, divisions, how I wrote in 86. Divisions have multiple functions. We can do disconnect, isolate, incorporate too. 5 houses in your name, one slips and falls, sues you, takes it all. Corporation, they do the same thing too. What if you put them in divisions? One screwed up, you got 4 left to go. It's a numbers game too. By the way, you get to build cash and supply credit per division. So let's understand this little matrix right here. I wanted to talk about 9 divisions like I did for my cat. What if I get you a gold card up to $1 million? Is that okay with you? Don't worry about the fees. Based on what you use, you make the points 3 times more than the fees per year. What if we get you a card per division and we get you 9 sisters? Is that okay with you? How about a piece of property per division? Alright, how about a bucket of money? How about basically a franchise too? Even McDonald's bankrupt locations every year. So guess what? If we lose one, don't we have 8 left to go? Don't we set up another one again and again too? We can play that game like the grocery store and the banks too. Now I got a client, his corporation because of COVID-19 is gone. He didn't pay his balance on 3 cards. One's $25,000, $50,000, and $100,000. If you want to pay the balance, you can do that and take over that credit line I was building him too. You'd have to call the office at 800-510-3338. Ultimate goal. Let's look at the car you drive today. Can you see where you're sitting right now? Look at it. Think about it. Can you imagine you, an intelligent person, you go into that car dealership, you know, right? The finance guy, the sales guy, the manager. You see, you got to talk to that guy with the ugly tie and the ugly shirt. He worked the deal 10 different ways. The sales manager came over and changed everything too. Then he went to the finance department. Hell, they changed everything again and again. What you got is up to last $5,000, up to 9 inquiries too. Then they said, we need to run your credit. And you need to fill this out. What did you do? All right, are we going to go, bah, bah? You filled out the form, but you didn't do what I would tell you to do. When you sign your name, next to your name, your signature, you always write down allows 1 inquiry. How many? 1. You take a damn picture. Why do you allow people to use and abuse you? All right, it's like Saturday this week. I got an asset protection. I got a real estate class too. But I only had $841 million before the coma under corporate structure today. See, the reality of today, your car is registered to you. Quack, quack, quack. You might as well say that all through the day when you drive that car. Whee! Look at me. Write down tax ID and division. I'm sorry to say that's called stupidity. And you're a highly intelligent person. Now this is Max my donkey. I gotta cover my ass. It's right there. You drive that car today to a grocery store or the bank, you do a little bumpity bump. That person you bump, guess what they're gonna do? Scream their head off. They're gonna act like they're dying. Ah! They gotta put a show on. Then they're gonna ask you for driver's license, insurance, registration, please. Then your heart falls out of your chest and you go, wish I would listen to Ray. Hell, I hear that every day. Your driver's license, you know, really? Your home address? Is that silly or dumb? Corporation can pay for insurance before you do because you're paying out of your tax. You're paying out of your paycheck, which is taxed before you get the leftover. And by the way, you're the registered owner of the car. Who do you think they sue when there's an accident? Doesn't matter if it's a bumpity bump. Ah! They're going to sue you. They're going to take everything you got because you didn't learn how to play. You see, the registered owner should always be a division, never you. Why? Because when they try to sue you, they get diddly squat. Hell, why not? But again, that's number 14 step. You got to learn to play. Now, this car was purchased under fleet price and tax ID. All right, the bottom line is pretty simple. Fleet price tax ID, the greatest gift is this. It doesn't show up on personal credit reports. 4 of you have a repossession. Congratulations. The IRS is going to give you a 1099-C. Congratulations again. See, I told you to plan the damn problem before it happens. You didn't listen. Whose fault is that? It's not mine. Now, I want you to understand, when I had 17 houses when I was 19, and I've had hundreds on their way through corporations, they told me I couldn't get number 18. They kept going, how'd you get number this and this and that 17? You're the expert and you tell me I can't get 18. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Kiss my assets too. I reached out into all the books again, read, and figure out a pattern. How to fix that problem that day. That's why I wrote the rules on divisions. Can you imagine today I took every property, I dumped it into a division? I freed up my credit score even more. See, every time there's a problem, I find a damn solution. But you just follow like a bunch of sheep. Bah, bah, bah. See, it's like your paycheck. It's taxed before you get the leftover. Corporations are allowed to pay all the bills first, then pay tax on the leftover. Amazon brags about their first $10 billion. They bragged last week, too. You know what they did? They made sure the debt equal to their profits, so they paid zero tax on $10 billion. Hell, you pay more tax than they do. Congratulations again. Can you draw the 4 boxes in front of you now, please? You should have did this before out of high school, flat out. You brought the pain home, you never had to. There's a Corp, 3 divisions, line of defense. Something goes wrong with the piece, what are we going to do? Keep the good pieces. Sure in hell, not going to bring the pain home. That'd be kind of stupid. You got to learn to play the game, too. That's called step 15. Now, I'm allowed to build credit on SSN, SS4. I get to add you to my dashboard and add you to my credit cards. And then I get to ask for separate billing for you. I popped a bunch of credit today. People don't deserve it at all. Last one I popped today, he has no damn credit at all. And it's not a secure card, by the way. So I get to do SSN, SS4. Would you like me to do something for you today and have some more fun with you? You see, 90 days, your dream corporation's on its way. Now, Wednesday, like this morning, 10 a.m., setup in level 1. Saturday starts at 7 a.m., all through the day. Remember, I broadcast up to 3 times a day, Monday through Friday, live, and all day Saturday, too. 43 years. I don't like pre-recorded crap, because I want to make sure you get your questions answered by me. Simple. If all you want from me is up to a 750, 800 score, okay, it's $499. You're done. It'll be done in 90 working days. Now, if it takes me another month or 2 because you screwed it real bad, I don't give up on you. Now, on Saturday, I got a class at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, too. It's called Credit Education. It's called Analyzation, too. I'm going to ask you maybe to do 2 things. Can you do that and basically get out of my way so I can rebuild you some more? The only thing slowing me down will be you. I got a 100% success rate. So, right now, Zell, $4.99. Ray Reynolds, ray@racecredit.com. Email me personally at products@racecredit.com. Name, address, and phone number. We get to call you right away, order your credit reports, get ready to go. We get ready to rebuild you too. Now I got 2 programs for corporation. If you got one, I'll build that one for you too, because you're probably sitting there going, bleep, bleep, bleep. That's all, folks. But the thing is this. It comes rebuild, rapid rescore, articles, also tax ID. Level 1 in setup on Saturday at 10 a.m. and Wednesdays too. The office sells it for $2,000. They're gone for the day, so I'm going to give you half price. Yes, because they're gone, I'm going to give you $9.99. And I'm going to offer you the $10,000 of cash credit. 10 times more you invest in yourself. See, this way I don't have to pay a commission. It's not my fault they leave early every day. Now, millionaire in the making, this usually comes to about $4,000 to you. But today I'm going to give you $25,000 of credit. I'm also going to give you half price, which is $1,999 now. All you got to do is a bank transfer or a Zelle. Now you're stuck with me too for 90 days. Email me products@racecredit.com. I'd like you to run your life through a corporation. If you don't want a business, you can do a corporation like a CPA or tax attorney or whatever you want to do. Even a doctor does. So this is going to be up to you. It's called Step 16. Ultimate goal, rebuild the credit, rapid rescore, article of tax ID. And every card you're going to have in your personal wallet, what's going to be on there? Sticky. What are you going to put? The limit, 25, 29%. You don't jack it up ever again because you never have to. By the way, you never had to in the first place. Got to make you a qualified CFO. You got to make your credit score a flat line. Don't screw it up anymore because you don't have to. All right, you get to try under the division of corporation. Real estate. Franchise, leveraging money. Now let's look at this car. It's not mine, but before the collection. Lamborghinis before I died in a coma. See, dead off, that's taxes. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Here's the thing we have. I don't understand. You get a paycheck. It is taxed before you get the leftover. It makes no sense to me. So you're paying the payment, gas, registration, insurance. I don't understand. Can you say no? Can you drive a company car like I do, please? I mean, here's the keys to the white one right there. Boom, boom, boom. Tony, we're $700,000. That's not my car. You get to learn how to play. That's step 17, by the way. Now, which car do you like? They're not mine, but I got the keys. Boom, 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 some more. Now, let's look at an SS4. I'd like you to go to irs.gov and download that form today, too. SS4 triggers 1120. Line 10, right in front of you, it says banking and credit purposes. We get to write off the interest rate in the credit card, line of credit, too. It's the IRS public record. Download the form. See, that's number 18. Keep in mind, I'll teach you how to play the game. Stockton city filed bankruptcy, the largest city ever filed bankruptcy in U.S. history? How does a city file bankruptcy? Oh, by the way, they're a corporation. Okay, you got a bad day, why do you bring the pain home? You never had to. Here's the thing on Saturday. Alright, simple. What we're going to do, Saturday we're going to start at 7 a.m. and go all through the day. 1 o'clock is educational analyzation. All of you need to be there too. Now, Saturday in the afternoon, alright, I got to teach you to protect your assets step by step and buy real estate too. I only had $841 million, by the way, before the coma. So this is May 15th, this Saturday, at 2:30 in the afternoon. Now again, that's free if you buy anything today. Ultimate goal, you Zell if that's all you want to do, and you email products at racecredit.com. So here's what I heard. I was 7.5 years old. They had a poker game. I listened and paid attention that day. It's chapter 18. It's not legal advice at all. Can we read it together, please? It says a corporation is a legal person and may sue or be sued. You see, the United States of America Incorporated, they set up their states, 50 states, for a line of defense. But you didn't set up your line of defense. You like bringing the pain home. The states set up their line of defense called cities. They set up their line of defense again. You like bringing the pain home. What can I tell you? You see, they even planned the problem if it happened too. They came up with the Chapter 9 bankruptcy. Literally, under the Federal Protection Act. It's public record. So here today, understand something flat out. You are we the people. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well give it up. Your choice is very simple today. Nixon took the gold standard out. SSN equal to 1040. Mama, she got an SSN form 3 hours less after the baby was born. Hospitals are federally mandated. They have to give a mama within 3 hours or less the SSN form, so they bond the baby and print some more money too. Mama don't sign that form, baby's not going in the car seat. Stroller can't go home. Mom's going to sign the form, by the way. Now let's understand, this is Walt Disney. In Newsweek, they call him the loophole king. Dead outstanding taxes. They got $1 billion in the bank. They don't want to pay any tax at all. They wrote an IOU to themselves. See, they paid zero tax on $1 billion. You pay more tax than they do. Don't you want to play the game like Mickey and Goofy do? That's up to you too. Ultimate goal today. Some basically websites say you don't have to guarantee. I'm sorry to get cash credit. That's just a lie. Next, you're going to find our websites that say trade line crap. Look up the Fair Lending Act. Nobody wants to visit you in prison, by the way. So let's understand. How about 8 cards per division? How about 9 lines of credit too? Cash, cash, cash. Then we think about supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease credit, and gas cards too. At the end of the day, you still got to be a qualified CFO. And look up Fair Lending Act, please, before you do trade line crap. You see, the corporate credit, you get to write up the card interest rate line of credit. You can't do that on your personal credit at all. Again, we got a client, their company went, because of COVID-19, they're out of business. There are 3 lines of credit they need to pay their balance, but they don't have the money. A 25, a 50, and a 100. All you got to do if you want to take the last and pay the last balance payment, call the office at 800-510-3338. Ultimate goal, when you bought your house, I hope you did it my way. Raise rules, escrow close, homestead, put it in a trust. If somebody sues you, all right, they're going to take it away if you did it my way. All right, they're going to take everything you got. If you die, it's stuck in your probate. Then you get diddly squat. Let's understand something today, please. I want you to protect your assets. Corporation, you want to get some properties and do that too? Great. But if you hire that contractor that's going to hire the subcontractor to stand outside Home Depot, Good workers, they cut corners, slip and fall, so you take everything you got today. Remember, I told you to plan the problem. What if you quickly deed everything into a division? Assignment of equity, too. At the end of the day, they can't sue you. What do they get? Diddly squat. You might want to think about irrevocable trust if I was you. That's what I would pick, but you do what you want to do. Today, that's step number 19. We only have 5, 6 more to go. When you fix up a property, what you're going to do today, first quit playing peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. I get clients once in a while say, I want to pay tax rate. Stop it, knock it off. Corporations don't pay tax till they basically make a profit. We're going to use the rules from the IRS. So don't pay peekaboo making a mess with the IRS. If you kind of did that hypothetically in the past and you want to fix it, you go to irs.gov, you download a form called 656 433 A and B. Ultimate goal, get your butt back in the system, get your free money. They're going to print some more and give it to you too. Hell, they print money. They can write bad checks every day. We can't, but they can. It's going to be up to you. Now that's number 21. No, that's 20. Step 22. So guess what? I want you to do it my way. Can you imagine that I'm one of the original OPMs, by the way? And I taught you how to do divisions at Wednesday and Saturday, how to go to the manufacturer to save 70%. You don't have to pay a bill for 30 to 60 to 90 days anyway. Why would you use your money to fix up a property you never had to? So let's understand something today. Now let's say you got up to $200,000 left over. All right, raise rules, leverage your money, borrow money's not taxable. Set up the line of defense. See it, believe it, go get it. Your goal is number 21. That's called blackjack. See, here's the Ray Reynolds University. My office in Irvine Spectrum was only 22,000 square feet. Had other buildings doing $1 million a day, helping people like you. The bank would be at the office almost every other day going, Banks love to kiss your ass. That's when you got money. When you don't have a pot to piss in, they don't know your name. So remember, the feds loan back to the what? The banks borrow from the feds up to times 10, loan back 5 to you. If you would have did what I told you to do, leverage money, raise rules, that money coming out of that escrow could create $3 million of money. Borrow money, non-taxable. Let's take $2 million, go buy McDonald's today, and pay it back as borrow money too. You want a Big Mac, a fry, and a chocolate shake? Let me know. See, your corporation should never do business. It should have credit, but it's got to set up the line of defense. We got a division that's in trouble. What are we going to do? Go boo-hoo-hoo? You're not going to bring the pain home again like you did in the past. We're going to basically do the 3-step. It's the Donald Trump. It's the Wells Fargo. It's the city. Rich and famous people, too. We're going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Can't save it. We're going to try. If we can't, we're going to bankrupt the bad one, keep the good ones, and never bring the pain home ever again. Why'd you bring the pain home? Why'd you bring the... I don't understand. Are these turned on? Why would anybody in their right mind bring the pain home? That's step number 22. 3 more to go. Now, ask yourself a question when you're looking in the mirror today doing the raised mirror test. Your question next will be, what are you willing to lose? I don't want you losing your family, the corporation, or even a division. But if you had to lose something, it'll be a division because they're cheap. I get another one and another one and another one too. See, when you play chess, you know you get to lose a piece or two. Winners always get checkmate. Isn't it about time you say checkmate for you? Ultimate goal, that's number 23. Now today, my wife asked me on July 3rd, 2009, can we go to the Huntington Beach house? Can we take out the corporate yacht? No problem, let me go fill it up. I used a corporate credit card. I wrote off the interest rate and the card, $1,600, and hell, I wrote off the yacht too, because you're allowed to. But the next day, I'm in a coma. I died at 5:41. That kind of sucks. There's my yacht, my race boat, my address at the time, UDoc too. Show me yours. All right, there I am. H1N1 pandemic 9, 5:41. But God gave me a choice, stay in peace or go back. Oxygen tank 5 weeks, 8 score. $1 million card again. I got my 5 closet divisions, by the way. The ultimate goal, God's using me to help you today. You got a choice. Let's think today. Reach the dream and go basically what? Think and be the impossible. I've done it all my life. It's called raise rules today. Your goal is, I make millionaires. Would you like to be next? Flat out. I'll hold your hand personally. From there, millionaires, motivation. All right, I listen to all the motivation. I like it too, but hearing that it took someone 20 years, 30 years, blah, blah, blah. Excuse me, we're going to do it this year. We're going to build your story. I'm going to get you up to 820 score. Up to $100,000 of safety credit. Don't use more than 29%. Get your corporation divisions up to $1 million of credit too. Please stop being stuck. You never had to be stuck in the first place. Sorry, you kind of screwed up. So if you want the blueprint, how I brought in millions and billions of dollars, it's simple. It's $4.99. It is free if you get in one of the corporate packages today. But if not, just Zelle $4.99. There's my name. There's the Zelle information too. Take a picture. Email products@raisecredit.com. That's all you got to do. So remember today, the 14th Amendment turned corporations into what? People. So the United States of America Incorporated have 50 states. They set up their line of defense, but not you. The states set up their line of defense called cities. Cities are corporations too, but not you. I'm praying these are turned on because I don't understand. Why would you not set up your line of defense? Never have joint credit. That makes no sense at all. You buy a house, escrow close, escrow put it in a trust. Never gonna, basically, you gotta do it my way. Corporation's gonna have up to $1 million of credit. Divisions are cheap. If I screw up one, I'm gonna get another one and another one too. You no longer have to be the duck. You never had to be the duck in the first place. So one per division, one per real estate, one for franchise, one for current business. Master the line of defense called Raise Rules and Tools. You can't get this information anywhere on the planet today. Luckily, God only made one of me. Your choice is up to you. By the way, that's step number 24. Ultimate goal at the end of the day. Saturday, my classes start at 7 a.m. in the morning and go to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Remember, real estate and asset protection are at 2:30. The goal is, now that's free if you get in one of the corporate packages today, anything you purchase. You Zelle. Alright, you transfer or basically Chase Bank to email products@raisecredit.com. No excuses. If you want your score to go up and away in about 90 working days, it's $499. Now, if it takes me another month or two, I'll keep working for it. I don't get up on you. I'm not going to let you down. Saturday, there's a class called Analyzation and Workshop Education 2. Should be at that class. So if you Zelle $499 now, we're going to shake it and wake it up too. Remember, that package is given with the corporate packages today for free. But again, use Zelle $4.99. Email products@raisecredit.com. Ultimate goal, starter package for millionaire. Articles also tax ID setup level 1, Wednesday and Saturday. And you get the rebuilding and the rapid score too. And it's normally $2,000. I give it to you for $999 today. You get $10,000 of cash credit too. Now what excuse you got? Millionaire in the making. Usually it's $4,000. But the goal is simple today. Half price. Sales is gone for the day. So it's $1,999 now. If not, you can call sales tomorrow and pay $4,000. That's up to you. You can do a bank transfer or a Zelle. Email products@raisecredit.com. Ultimate goal at the end of the day, I want to rebuild everybody. House, car, and bank account, like I said in the beginning. So today, you got the ability to listen and learn, but my question for you, how many times you hear people even on the internet say, the American dream? Excuse me. If they're not handing me the money, the rules, and the tools, and they're not holding my hand every step of the way, what are they going to do? Take my money and go bye-bye? You work too damn hard for your money. You need someone to hold your hand and get you through this too. Money coming in, paying the bills, drive the company car, go on a business trip, help other people, free up your time, set up that line of defense. Remember, 1,000 rules, which is 1,000 steps. You're guaranteed $1 million company, period. That's all it takes. Today, last and final chance, $4.99. I rebuild your credit score to go up and away in 90 working days. Again, at 1 o'clock on Saturday, there's a class live, education analyzation too. Now, if it takes me a month or two more, I'll keep working for you. I'm not going to let you down. But all you got to do is one thing. That's free if you do one of the corporate packages. If not, Zelle me $4.99. That's all you got to do. And you basically email products@raisecredit.com. Starter package for millionaire, half price today is $9.99. You get $10,000 of cash credit too. Ultimate goal, millionaire in the making. $25,000 of cash credit. The price, half price to you, because sales is gone for the day, is $1,999. All we got to do is a bank transfer or a Zelle. It's pretty simple to do. Email products@raisecredit.com. You see, at the end of the day, we all have to do our best while God does the rest. That's what we got to do. So keep in mind, if I can do this, so can you. Let's see, I'm born with the girl's name. Had to steal the bag off the purity out of a trash can. Been in 2 comas. Died in 1. Got knifed 6 times. Got shot twice. And so much more fun too. If I can do this, so can you. No excuses. Zelle, 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 now. Or bank transfer. If not, you can call that number later today or tomorrow, see if anybody's there. Alright? But they're going to charge you the higher price. 800-510-3338. It's 800-510-3338. At the end of the day, making that phone call will change your life. That's step number 25. But if you do nothing, guess what's going to happen? Nothing. Kind of like we did last year and the year before too. You didn't make to the million. Why? Why? And why? You got the ability to listen and learn. Let me do the work for you too. Never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.